Thursday, June 18th, we've got 9 games on the board in Major League Baseball. I'm going to give you a pick and prediction for each and every one of them. But first, please, if you could, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And as always, let's waste no time. Let's get right into the slate. We've got the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. Trey Savage up against Sonny Gray. Savage 3-3 with a 3.78 ERA. Sonny Gray 8-1 with a 3.03 ERA. Sonny Gray has been the better starting pitcher this season. He has the advantage at home. The offenses are very close. Toronto with a 700 OPS on the road against righties, and then the Red Sox a 685 OPS at home against righties. So maybe a slight edge to the Jays. And then as far as the bullpens go, the bullpen for the Blue Jays is extremely taxed. They will not have Jeff Hoffman, Louis Varland, or Rogers available. All of them have gone on back-to-back days coming into this game. Throw it all into a blender. Boston have the starting pitching advantage. They've got the bullpen advantage, and the offenses are very close. They're at home. Even the Boston Red Sox on the money line, odds of -120 for 1.2 units. Next up, we've got the Cleveland Guardians and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's Parker Messick up against Shane Drohan. Parker Messick 6-3 with a 2.68 ERA. He has been fantastic as a rookie this year. Shane Drohan 3-2 with a 3.59 ERA. The starting pitching advantage has to go to Parker Messick. When you look at the offenses, Milwaukee has a far superior offense with a 725 OPS at home against lefties. Meanwhile, Cleveland just a 685 OPS on the road against lefties, and Cleveland missing Jose Ramirez for about a month now. Or I'm saying they're going to be missing Jose Ramirez for about a month. Not that he's been gone for a month now. He's going to be gone for about a month into the future from today on. That's not good for Cleveland. He's their best hitter. He makes that offense tick. Now, I look at the bullpens, I make them equal. Both are very quality bullpens. And when Cleveland has the starting pitching advantage and an equal bullpen, I do not think they should be this big of underdogs. I do not think that the price is correct here. I'm taking Cleveland Guardians on the money line, odds of +130. That is way too high in my opinion. It should be closer to a pick'em. Cleveland is a solid team. Give me Cleveland on the money line, odds of +130 for 0.8 units. Next up, we've got the Minnesota Twins and the Texas Rangers. Joe Ryan against Jack Leiter. Joe Ryan is the better starting pitcher. 4-3 record, 3.17 ERA. Jack Leiter is 3-6 with a 4.97 ERA. So starting pitching advantage goes to Minnesota, and the offense advantage goes to Minnesota. A 720 OPS for the Twins on the road against righties this year. The Rangers just a 680 OPS at home against righties. The bullpen advantage goes to Texas, but I think the starting pitching advantage and the offensive advantage will be too much, and I think that the Minnesota Twins are the play. Give me the Twins on the money line, odds of -120 for 1.2 units. Next up, we've got the Baltimore Orioles and the Seattle Mariners. Shane Baz up against Brian Wu. I think Brian Wu is the better starting pitching option here, even though both guys have not been pitching great this season. Shane Baz with a 4-6 record, a 4.06 ERA. Wu 5-5 with a 4.28 ERA. When you look at the numbers at face value, there isn't much splitting the two guys. But Brian Wu at home has been fantastic. He's had all of his best starts at home this year. He's comfortable in this ballpark, and I lean towards Wu with the starting pitching advantage. Now, Seattle is going to have a very slight lean advantage in offensive production. 735 OPS for Seattle at home against righties. Baltimore on the road against righties, a 720 OPS. So they're close, very close, but a slight lean towards Seattle there. And then Seattle's got the bullpen advantage. So for me, everything points towards Seattle. I don't see anything pointing in the direction of Baltimore. Give me Seattle on the money line, odds of -142 for 1.2 units. Got the Mets and the Phillies in Philadelphia up next. It is Sean Manaea up against Aaron Nola. Sean Manaea 1-2 with a 4.78 ERA this year, and Aaron Nola is 3-4 with a 5.86 ERA. Sean Manaea has been the better starting pitcher in recent form and year long. You have to give the starting pitching advantage to the Mets. When you look at the offenses, though, the Phillies' offense is far superior to the Mets. A 710 OPS for the Phillies at home against lefties. The Mets just a 655 OPS on the road against righties. Philly also holds the huge bullpen advantage. They're one of the best bullpens in Major League Baseball. And overall, I think the Phillies are just the better team. They're at home. They're playing much better baseball right now. They've got the better offense and the better bullpen. And I think the pitching at the beginning of the game between Manaea and Nola is actually a little closer. I don't think Manaea holds a massive edge over Nola. They're both mediocre. So, yeah, give me the Philadelphia Phillies on the money line, odds of -120 for 1.2 units. Next up, the Chicago White Sox and the New York Yankees in the Bronx. You've got Ryan Weathers up against Sean Burke. Sean Burke 3-4 with a 4.15 ERA. Ryan Weathers 2-5 with a 4.36 ERA. Both guys have been very, very similar in terms of numbers. Ryan Weathers is in terrible form. He's allowed 5 runs in each of his last 3 starts. That's not something I like. But Sean Burke is also in some pretty bad form. He's also been struggling in his last couple of starts. I have to give the slight edge to Weathers just because of he's at home. And he's pitched very well at home all year long. Looking at the offenses, the Yankees do have the better offense. They've got a 795 OPS at home against righties. White Sox 750 OPS on the road against lefties. And the Yankees have the bullpen advantage. For me, the Yankees are overall the better team. And I'm going to take the Yankees on the alternate line of -1 at odds of -115 for 1.1 units. Next up, San Francisco at Atlanta. It's going to be Landon Roop for the Giants and then Martin Perez for the Braves. I got to give the starting pitching advantage to Martin Perez. He's got a 2.90 ERA and a 5-3 record. He's been very good this year. And Landon Roop is 5-7 with a 4.24 ERA. So slight edge to Perez. Offensively, man, the Giants have really picked it up. You got to give them a lot of credit. They've picked up their OPS as a team on the road against lefties to 740. That's impressive. They were in the mid 600s, just about a month and a half ago. As far as Atlanta goes, they've got a 730 OPS at home against righties. So they've definitely fallen off a bit, and they're dealing with some injuries. Bullpen advantage has to go to the Braves. So when you give the Braves the bullpen advantage and the starting pitching advantage, and they're also at home, and they're also trying to avoid a sweep, and they've also been one of the best teams in Major League Baseball, give me the Atlanta Braves on the money line, odds of -145 for 1.2 units. Next up, the St. Louis Cardinals and the Kansas City Royals. It's going to be Matthew Liberatore up against Noah Cameron. I got to give the starting pitching advantage to Noah Cameron. He's 3-4 with a 4.11 ERA. Liberatore 3-3 with a 4.71 ERA. And Cameron's been in much better form recently as well. However, I give the bullpen advantage to St. Louis, and I make the offenses right about equal. So you're giving me St. Louis at odds of +100. And they've been the far better team all year long. They're playing very good baseball right now. Give me St. Louis Cardinals on the money line, odds of +100 for 1 unit. I don't think that the starting pitching advantage for Noah Cameron over Matthew Liberatore is worth that much when the Cardinals have a much better bullpen, and I honestly like the Cardinals offense more than I like KC's offense. So, yeah, give me St. Louis here, +100 for 1 unit. And then last but not least, we've got the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Sacramento Athletics. No official starter for the Angels yet, so this could change, but I'm expecting it to be Jose Soriano. He has been battling through some chest issues, and he's also been battling through a sore leg. So who knows if he starts this game, but he is on 5 days of rest, and he would be the guy if he's able to go. And then for the A's, it's Gage Jump. Gage Jump, a rookie. He's 2-1, and he's pitched really well so far, 3.09 ERA. But I have to give the edge to Jose Soriano. He's more of a known commodity in Major League Baseball, and he's been very good this year. And the Angels' offense is hitting lefties well. They're hitting well on the road. And you're making Gage Jump a pretty sizable favorite over Jose Soriano. I think that's disrespect. I'm taking the Angels in the first 5 innings, plus the half a run at odds of -110. I think this is one of the best bets of the day. It's an absolute steal if Soriano does end up starting the game. That's the key. But those are my 9 picks for the games for Thursday, June 18th. I'm going to go over them once again right now for you. And let's hope to make some money. Now, please, just again, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow as we continue to push out this content each and every day. So, Red Sox money line, odds of -120, 1.2 units. Cleveland Guardians on the money line, odds of +130 for 0.8 units. Minnesota Twins on the money line, odds of -120, 1.2 units. Seattle Mariners money line, odds of -142, 1.2 units. Philadelphia Phillies money line, -120, 1.2 units. New York Yankees alternate line of -1, odds of -115, 1.1 units. Atlanta Braves on the money line, -145, 1.2 units. St. Louis Cardinals money line, +100, 1 unit. And the Los Angeles Angels first 5 innings, plus a half a run, -110, 1.1 units. All right, guys, have a great day out there today on Thursday. Enjoy the MLB action. We've also got FIFA World Cup action. If you're interested, that's also posted on this channel as well as on my Instagram story at Cole Mirza. You can always find all of my plays on my Instagram story at Cole Mirza. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good luck, everybody, and have a great day.